Hello, Internet, and welcome to what is kind of an episode of the Queer Chronicles of the Strixhaven Quartet here on Game Nights. I'm your host and your Dungeon Master, Savvy, and we're late because Rachel, it's storming where she lives, and her power went out, and we didn't know if it was going to come back on, and it didn't. So we're calling a little bit of an audible because I didn't want to just bail and I wanted to play anyway. So we're doing a one-shot that I read once about 6 months ago and have not prepared for at all. But we're doing it anyway because that's the kind of person I am. So hello, if you're joining us, this will be canon, but not important to the plot whatsoever. And without Rachel, because we were getting into some real fun stuff that everybody wants Sereia to be a part of. And also she worked really hard, and I was going to feel really bad if Rachel couldn't be here for the fashion show. So we'll get to that next time. We're going to do a one-shot. I'm hesitantly very excited about it because I think it's really fun. So before we do that, I guess... we'll talk a little bit about what's going on the channel this week, because we're going to have some cancellations in the upcoming week. We will have a stream tomorrow in the Tuesday slot at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. They've been shuffling stuff around on Tuesdays, so I don't know which show it is. But it's either going to be Stars Without Number or Masks. Either way, there's some fun groups over there, so come join us tomorrow. And Thursday, and we'll have another episode of Elegant Creatures, where we're playing Monster of the Week on Thursday. And then the weekend, we're pretty much going to be dark, because some of us have people coming into town, and Sid has 17 birthday parties to go to for the rest of the month, and some other stuff as well.
Yeah, this one's
and we've also got some people traveling and stuff, so we're gonna be a little quiet for the end of the week, but we'll be back in full force the very next week. But yeah, that's it. Just keep an eye on our Twitter, and when we do go live, we'll tweet about it. We also post in our Discord and all of that good stuff. Yeah, that's the main important thing. So I'm gonna let my friends here introduce themselves, tell you who they are, where you can find them on the internet, and who they're playing today, because it's the same folks we know and love, starting with Rob.
Hey, whoa, I'm friends. Holy shit. It's me, Rob, or bonus stage Rob, or bonus_stage_Rob. You can find me at any one of those thingies somewhere on the internet, like Twitter or Twitch or Instagram. Holy crap. I am bringing cool bisexual vacation dad energy to all corners of my gosh dang life. And when I am not doing that, I am just kidding. I'm always doing that. I'm doing it here. It's like the only show I'm doing right now because I'm getting married soon, and I gotta keep it light. Gotta keep my schedule light. But yeah, anything I am in or involved with, I will always tweet about at twitch.tv. No, twitter.com/bonusstagerob. T, social media that starts with the letter T. Always gets me. But tonight I am Willoughby Wanderfoot, first year.
Thank you very much.
Tried to make it work.
Rob. I think you did an exceptional job. Next up is Sid.
Rob, say Willoughby.
Willoughby.
Say Wanderfoot.
Wanderfoot.
Say first year.
First year.
Now say Willoughby Wanderfoot first year.
Willoughby Wanderfoot first year.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay.
Now that bit's out of the way, hi, I'm Christina Sid. You can find me on the Twitters at Greek Sid, talking about TTRPG shenanigans. I'm back. I'm back here Thursdays through Mondays, mostly playing in games, but I do facilitate, not really, I run that game the same way that pet owners that have like mastiffs, take their dog for a walk. It's really just, vaguely holding on to the leash and like just holding on for the ride. That's how I tend to run that game. But in the best, most funnest possible way. It's shenanigans. It's lots of fun. It's monster fucking and smooching and trying to save Turbo Teen, apparently. So it's a good time. Check it out. Now, 7 o'clock Eastern on Thursdays. This evening, I will be playing Giselle Wintersweet, and she is a Tabaxi sorcerer / rogue.
Thank you very much, Sid. And last but not least is Val.
Hello, everybody. I'm Val. You can find me at the Crown's Crown on Twitter and Twitch. My mic is turned a little bit too far. I am here Thursdays through Mondays playing running games. I run our game on Saturdays of Saturday Night's Ward 47, which is won't be having this week, but usually is a weekly game. Just had a session of this past weekend, and while we're dark, feel free to catch up on all of that. I'm in most of the other shows on this channel, as well as over on LP Hackmo's channel on Sunday nights for Playthroughs of the God, also playing D&D. And yeah, that's weird. And I do art on the internet and stuff and post that on Twitter now. So yeah, that's me. And tonight I'm going to be playing Law, who is a artificer.
You sure about that?
Yes.
You didn't sound super sure. All right. And I'm Savvy. I'm gonna be your dungeon master this evening. So we're doing a one-shot. I think we're just gonna jump right into it. This is called The Wild Sheep Chase. When does this happen? Here we go. This is, I don't, this would be, earlier in the week, sort of in between your, little escapade with, Professor Scrimmet, and the orb situation. So, it's been a busy week for you guys. I'm going to say it is the rare afternoon this week where you all have a moment to chill. You have a little bit of downtime, and Sereia is doing something else. Fashion show
Running
related,
a cult.
probably.
Cult mating, yeah.
And the three of you, because she's gone off to have her cult meeting, the three of you are sitting on the porch at Beau's End Tavern this afternoon, sort of having a drink, enjoying the nice weather. It is sunny, but it's not too hot because it's definitely fall at this point. So you get that nice sort of like afternoon fall weather. And yeah, we're just gonna jump right in. Over the whatever conversation that you guys are having, you hear sort of a terrible bleeding sound. Bleating. The T. Al made a face. And the clattering of hooves on the pathway leading up to Beau's End Tavern as an extremely large sheep is sort of panicked and running around, and you see it sort of stop for just a moment, sort of in the pathway, like right outside the tavern. And this thing is very large. It's got it's this like fluffy white wool. It's got a black face, like big curled horns. And it looks like it's carrying something. in its mouth, but you see it sort of skid to a stop outside the tavern as it almost goes past you, and as it backs up a little bit, turns and locks eyes with you, and runs up to the like the gate, like the edge of the patio where it's like roped off, and just stares at you and starts making a lot of loud sheep noises. Meh.
What the fuck is that thing?
Meh.
Whoa.
It is a sheep. The one time we need to talk to an animal. And
But
Huh.
it's a
Sereia
sheep.
is not here. What is a sheep? You do not know what a sheep is?
No.
Do you not wear anything made out of wool?
Meh.
No, I do. I know what wool is.
That is where it comes from. It grows on the sheep, and then they
This
shear
comes
it
from an
off.
animal?
Starts stomping its foot.
sorry.
Okay.
Willoughby will go up to it and like try to interact with it and just say, "There you go, friend. What seems to be the problem?"
The sheep drops two things at your feet. One of them being a loot drop from the chat.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh my god.
The other one
was
being
already
important
reaching-
to
I
the
was reaching
narrative.
for my dice.
Yep.
I was already reaching for him.
Somebody roll me a d10. Thanks, Mecca.
Thanks, Mecca.
I hear the clattering of loot, he says.
It is an 8.
Oh no. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We've had a couple of calm
6.
weeks. The last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Four and a.
Alright, okay, somebody roll me a d100.
Rob's on it.
19.
What in the fuck? We have gotten on a spring of things that I've never heard of. What is this? Oh, cool.
Whatever it is, Giselle picks it up. What the fuck is this?
Oh, it's cool. Okay, so it drops next to you it drops a like a scrolled up piece of parchment. A scroll, if you will. Sort of drops it in front of you. Giselle, you pick it up.
Oh shoot.
Yes.
You unroll it, and you can see something written on it, but falling out and sort of clattering to the ground is a ring.
Oh.
It is sort of a dark, like gunmetal, with several blue and purple stones that seem to have like some swirling, almost looks like space, like swirling within the main.
What is
Gem.
these? It's very pretty.
I can look at it for you if you want me to. I just remembered I have a vial of oil that I forgot to look at last time too. It's still in my pocket.
Joe goes in the corner and we just like read the scroll while they stare at items.
Oh, I don't remember what the oil was.
I didn't write it. All I wrote down was oil vial. I didn't write down anything else.
no.
Because I didn't
Oh
want to
no!
run out of time.
I got it.
I remember Rob saying Vicks Vapo Rub. That's all I recall about it.
I don't even remember Rob saying Vicks Vapor Rub, but
This was
you know what?
the-
I
It
trust
sounds-
you.
You know, I think Rob says Vicks Vapor Rub most streams, so really that doesn't tell me much.
Sorry,
Yeah.
that's not very helpful then.
This was the clear gelatinous oil sparkling with tiny ultra thin silver shards.
Right.
You identify these things.
Actually,
I'm
I
just
don't
gonna
think
give them to you.
I don't know how
Yeah,
I
I'm
got
just
to
gonna
Vicks
identify.
Vapor Rub off of that.
Mm.
I think
have
it was
in
the
here, though.
gelatinous thing.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Anyway, what's the Vicks Vapor Rub ring?
Yeah, yeah, I rub the two together. I stick.
You got my ring and my Vicks Vapor Rub. You
Okay.
got my Vicks Vapor Rub and my ring.
So in the Discord, I'm posting the ring first because it was the first one I copied. It's a whole thing. Again, this is a ring of shooting
oh
stars.
shit!
Oh.
So while wearing this ring in dim light or darkness, you can cast dancing lights and light from the ring at will. Casting either spell from the ring requires an action. It has 6 charges for everything else. It regains 1d6 expended daily at dawn. You can expend 1 charge to cast Fairy Fire. You can expend 2 charges to cast Ball Lightning. It's a big lightning sphere.
What the fuck?
That's a big spell. It's like a level 8 spell.
Yeah, and then there's also Shooting Star. Yeah, Ball Lightning is... you can create 1 to 4 3-foot diameter spheres of lightning. The more you create, the less powerful each sphere is individually. They appear in unoccupied space within 120 feet of you. They last as long as you concentrate, as if concentrating on a spell, up to 1 minute. They shed dim light. They essentially function like, the ball of fire one. Flaming sphere.
Flaming sphere.
They function like that, except you can't move them. But you can create up to 4, and anything that gets within range of them has to make a dex save, or they get zapped. You can also do shooting stars. It's 1 to 3 charges. For every charge you expand, you launch a glowing mote of light from the ring. Each creature within a 15-foot cube originating from the point you shoot it at, a shower in sparks, makes a dexterity saving throw, or they take fire damage.
Wow. Law definitely says all of that. Is there a requirement for class on that?
Nope. I don't think so. I'll double check. I don't think so. I just copied it straight from the book, so it would probably say.
Giselle is drooling.
Ring of Shooting Stars.
Giselle, you already have the staff, and Willoughby doesn't have any big boom boom shoot 'em up sorts of things yet.
Nope, just requires
I
attunement.
think we should.
Well,
I think we should give this gift to our bird friend.
Well, that's okay. I mean, Giselle's been gone for a little bit, and if she wants the ring, she wants the ring.
I just remember last time your cone of cold got very close to hitting me as well. So, and now I'm giving you a ring that shoots big lightning balls at people.
So you're giving me the ring?
I am considering it.
Only if you don't want it, Kukvaya. He's right. You've gotten some very nice things of armor, and you've got that really cool belt now. But this would be very powerful. You could hit people from far away.
I mean, only if you don't want it.
Oh, I want it. It's beautiful and it shoots lightning. That's fucking amazing. But
Oh,
Only
then
taking
yeah,
things that
take it.
Giselle doesn't want is a very bad way to go through life, Willoughby Wonderfoot, because you won't end up with anything.
Well, that's okay as long as Giselle has everything she wants.
okay, now I feel really bad. You should take it, Kukvaya.
That's okay.
Why don't we do this? Willoughby wants you to take it for a test run while, for a couple of days, see if you like it. If you don't, then you can give it to Giselle.
Oh, okay. It's really pretty.
I posted a picture of it in the Discord as well.
It is really pretty.
Ooh, it is very pretty. Give it
I
a
just
go.
don't want one person to end up with every single nuke in this part.
I understand. It's fine. My aspirations to be a glass cannon are just
Considering one of us
fine.
dies almost every time we fight something, better to spread it out.
This is fair.
And our Lord and Savior isn't here right now.
Yeah,
Yes.
if you guys die today, that's it. Sorai's not here
Die
to
for
bring you
real.
back. The oil is an oil of sharpness.
Okay, that's what I
Oh.
thought it was. I don't know if you said that last time or not. Or
I
if I'm-
didn't. It can coat 1 slashing or piercing weapon or up to 5 pieces of slashing or piercing ammunition. Takes 1 minute. For an hour, it gives the weapon a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls.
Oh shit!
Dude.
That's pretty nice.
I
That's
know somebody
bludgeoning or
who uses
piercing?
a slashing weapon. Slashing or piercing.
Is it slashing or piercing?
Yeah.
Who uses? Is that Willoughby? You use a
Willoughby used sword.
sword?
Mm-hmm. I use big sword.
Yeah, I don't use anything I could use that on.
Yeah. It
except
has
for a
to it
stupid
has to already have a
dagger.
sharp edge to be sharpened.
I'd like to argue that no. I will. I'm gonna slip that in Willoughby's pocket as well.
Oh boy, what a big day.
You earned it, little man.
He really did. The scroll, which is the important one to the story, has written at the top of it, as if to yeah, it just titled "Scroll of Speak with Animals" in parentheses modified. Like somebody's scrawled that at the top of it, and then it's got some magic runes on it.
Huh.
That's convenient.
I suppose, yes.
Oh.
Okay. I think it wants us to cast this spell so we can talk to it. Should I do this?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, I think probably.
Okay. I will cast the spell of modified speak with animals.
Okay. You cast a spell. I'm not gonna make you roll because it would sort of derail the entire adventure if you couldn't talk to the sheep.
Much obliged.
You cast a spell. Giselle, you feel the enchantment sort of settle over you. And Willoughby and Law, you do as well, because the spell, it seems, has been modified to work on multiple people.
Hey!
Whoa.
And you hear another ba, and then you hear a familiar voice, as the voice of a friendly to you, extremely old dwarven professor comes out of the sheep's mouth. Oh, it took you long enough.
Professor Scrimmet?
Yes. Hello.
You did not tell me Professor Skrillex was a sheep.
Well, they're
They were not
usually
the-
not.
In their defense,
Yes,
this is
not
the
the
first
last
time
time.
I've been. Well, it's the first time in a long time I've been a sheep.
Oh, so you are not normally a sheep.
No, I am so glad I found you three. Well, I know two of you. You're the other one.
Hello, my name is Giselle.
Hello, Giselle. Yes, I'm a Professor Scrimmet, and I am a sheep, and I do not want to be. I am so glad I
Oh.
found you three. Can you help me? I'm having a really rough day. It's
Well,
it's been more
Professor-
like a week, and
If that's not an adventure hook, I don't know what is. I really don't want to be a sheep, and I'm a sheep.
guys, I'm a sheep, and I really
I
don't
think-
want to be.
My
Can I
favorite
go?
part, look, you guys, I am sheep, and I don't want to be.
I didn't exactly script this.
I fucking love it.
I couldn't tell, honestly.
So, well, you were the first three familiar faces I ran into, and also you tend to always be the ones doing the adventures. So I figured maybe it was a good use of the scroll I found.
How did you become a sheep?
Well, one of my rat bastard former students showed back up earlier this week.
Whoa.
Oh,
Whoa,
no.
okay. Okay, Professor.
Listen, I'm a
I
sheep.
whispered to Law, he really doesn't want to be a sheep.
I'm getting that idea right now.
Listen, I'm 874 years old. I've been doing this for a very long
Congratulations.
time, but even I don't have that many years left, and I would not like to spend my last few as sheep.
Of course.
One of my former students, an old apprentice of mine, showed back up this
Rat bastard,
week. The
yes.
rat bastard. And excuse me, Mr. Wonderfoot. And you have to pardon my language. I am a sheep.
Are sheep notoriously foul-mouthed?
Well, unfortunately, Mr. Wonderfoot is frozen.
Oh,
Oh, no. Willoughby, you weren't supposed to use the magic item yet.
What is happening today?
I don't know.
We're trying
don't
so
know.
hard to stream.
Everyone's... It's
Chat,
going
this
around
does
to
seem
everyone.
excessive. Well,
Oh,
God.
there he goes.
There he goes.
Chat, we'll be back in a minute. Hang with us.
We love you.
Thank you. I'm very glad you're invested in Professor Scrimmett. We'll be back in a moment once we find Rob. In the depths of the internet, okay? One moment, goodbye. Okay, we're back. We found him.
We found
I went to
Rob!
the Shadow Realm.
He went to the Shadow Realm, but it was a brief trip and he came right back. Okay.
Hey.
So, Professor Scrimmett was explaining to one of my former students, a former apprentice. Excuse me. Living with this much wool on your body is very difficult on the rest of it. He was a former apprentice of mine, and when he came back, I just thought for, a little bit of a visit, and we were going to have lunch and meet up, and I haven't seen him in, 200 years or so. He's elven, of the elven persuasion, so that's why that number makes sense. But he came to my office for a meeting, and he waved this horrible old wand at me. I'd never seen anything like it, all twisted and gnarled and sparking, and it looked like it was cracked. But I don't know. Anyway, now I am a sheep.
Did he get away? Where did he go?
Well, I had a hard time following him due to the issues related to me being a sheep.
Oh, are sheep legs like cow legs? Like they can't go downstairs? Is it a problem?
I finally made it to one of the lifts, but unfortunately, walking around on four legs is very difficult when you're not used to it. I'm just saying. Anyway, but I've tried a number of things to perhaps dispel it, because I still had my wits about me, so I know I wasn't, that spell that turns people into other things? Polymorphed. I wasn't polymorphed, because, well, here I am, still me, just in a sheep, so it is either some spell I've never heard of, or the much more powerful version of the polymorph. Anyway, I can't get rid of it by myself, because the only way I can speak is through this spell you just cast on me. Everything else just comes out like...
Okay.
Okay. So we need to find your former student and ask him to unsheepify you.
Yes. Or make him, I don't care.
Okay. We can probably do that.
He seemed very angry with me.
Did he
Is
say
there
why?
a reason why? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Well, it sort of went on and on for a bit while we were still talking and not turning each other into sheep about how he was never really felt appreciated here at Strixhaven, and he finally, was working to find somewhere else where he would be respected, and I don't know, I stopped listening after a while.
Did he perhaps say something about Auric?
Now that you mention it, it does sound familiar. I don't... Oh. I'm putting the pieces together.
Okay. We have to find this rat bastard and make him turn you back. Or just steal his cool wand and do it ourselves. Yes, Willoughby?
Did you turn him into a rat, or is he like already a rat?
Oh, it's more of a metaphor for his terrible personality.
Oh, okay.
I was going to ask the same thing, though, to make sure that he is not actually a rat.
Now that you mention it, it's actually not very fair, the term rat bastard, because most rats are actually very nice. They're smart and they're affectionate. They get their bad rap.
Or a bad rat.
Bad rat rap.
I see what you did there.
So,
Alright, so the last place that you saw him was in your office?
that's correct.
And then he left. When was this?
Oh, this was a couple of days ago.
Oh, shit. What does he look like?
Well, he's elven, very tall, thin, sort of tan. He's got like brown hair. I don't know, he looks like a wizard.
Okay.
Unfortunately, there are a lot of people on this campus that meet that description.
Yes, that's why I'm hoping we can do some good detective work. We can fix the sheep
What's his
problem.
name again?
Oh boy, I would have to remember that.
That would be important, yes.
His name is... I'm so old.
It happens sometimes.
Oh,
The
gotcha.
names, the dates, the things, they come a little slower.
You also have sheep brain right now.
I do have sheep brain. It makes the PDFs not load so well sometimes. His name is Noak.
Nook.
Yes.
Nook? First name Tom?
No, Noak. Like nope,
Noak.
but with a K.
Okay.
Okay. We're looking for an elven wizard named Nook, who is a big jerk.
Alright. Well, I mean, if he doesn't work on the campus, then I imagine it's going to be, somebody would have recognized him, been like, oh, you don't belong here or something. Maybe we go back to the Quandrix. Was Quandrix where you met him, or was it at your office? I forgot.
Yes.
Okay. So maybe we go back to where your office and sort of retrace his steps, see if there's anybody around there that go there. There was a mean wizard guy who ran through here. Did you see which way he went?
I would just in general prefer it if the rest of the faculty didn't know I was currently a sheep. If that's something we can
Okay.
manage.
We can keep
Well-
that on the DL.
We can tell them you took a short sabbatical.
I was waiting for it.
That's very funny, Mr. Wonderfoot. I'll allow it.
Okay, so where will you be if we find something?
You know, that's a good question. The spell is going to wear off soon. I suppose I'll just sort of make my way to the edge of campus and, I don't know, find a nice tree or something.
Okay.
Tree sounds like a good place. What if I just took you to my dorm or something? You just stay there.
I suppose that would be alright.
As much as letting you wander around campus or by the trees of the forest and stuff, it just seems like that might go bad if like a predator or something goes by.
That is true.
Okay. We post you up in Lo's room.
It won't be the weirdest thing I kept in there.
Do you currently have any frogs in your room?
Living frogs? No.
That was not the answer I was hoping for.
I have some mechanical frogs.
Oh, okay, that's better.
Okay.
Okay, that is.
You
that
don't
is
think I
better.
keep dead frogs in my room? I'm not that gross.
I don't
Well, I don't
know
want a
the way you said
pie.
that. Okay, Professor Skrillex, we take you to Lo's room.
It sounds wonderful, dear.
All right.
And we lead a sheep into the dormitories.
You lead.
Not
Again.
the weirdest thing we've done.
No.
No,
Can't be
not-
This can't be the only time this has happened. I'm sure plenty of people have taken livestock into the dorms.
This is very fair.
Sure.
Oh, I have a very
have
good
some
idea.
truth on
What?
this.
What if we took like a temporary paint and we drew a 2 onto Professor Skrillex's wall, and then we just let them loose into the dormitory, and then everyone will think there's another one that they have to go find.
That is a very fun prank, Giselle.
But I
don't
hear
know
a
how that
bot's
helps us.
coming.
I don't know how that helps us right now in helping this dean of the Quandrix College, a very reputable and prestigious institution within our university, fix this problem.
For
No
what
one
it's
knows
worth,
if it is him.
I'm not the dean.
The professor, the important professor.
I never wanted to have to do all that paperwork.
I don't blame you at all. One, no one knows that it is him. And two, when else is he going to have an opportunity to do something that fun? And anonymous.
I'll leave that to the professor to decide.
Professor, would you like to stay nice and cozy in the dormitory, or would you like to pull a prank?
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh no. I think this is happening, guys. I rolled a natural 19. So that's gonna be a 26.
Screw it. I'm not doing anything else.
Yes! Okay. Giselle just pulls like some makeup out of her purse and then just draws a very large, bold 2 onto the side of his wall.
All right. Point me at him.
Yay!
Let's do some fucking riddles.
Oh no! Let's do some fucking riddles. All right. You cut across campus and make your way over to the edge of the Lower Holt campus. Excuse me. Where the dormitories are, where both Willoughby and Law, you live currently. As you're getting ready to head into the dorm, the Speak with Animals spell, I think, is worn off by this point. Didn't look at how long the spell lasts, but I don't think it can be this long. You hear sort of a distressed bah, and then a growling sound. As off the edge of the campus, sort of in the tree line, you see several in sort of like the dusk, as it's getting dark. You see several pairs of like yellow eyes, and then stepping out of the tree line, you see a very large half-orc man, accompanied by another also very large figure, who is currently cloaked and has a hood pulled up, and 3 collared wolves.
I step in front of the sheep.
I also step in front of the sheep.
This school really needs to work on its security.
It's a real problem.
It's a very big problem.
With another distressed bah, the professor seems to have no qualms with you stepping in front of him. Sort of shrinks back a little bit as these 2 large figures, sort of flanked by these wolves, make their way towards you. And you see the half-orc, he sort of stops a few yards away, and just sort of points at you and just kind of shouts across the little bit of space there. Hand over the sheep.
How about no?
What business do you have with this sheep?
It belongs to my boss. Hand it over. You don't have to make this difficult.
Do you have any registration or permits for this sheep that prove that it belongs to you?
Just sort of stares at you for a long moment, and then just kind of like points up to the hilt of what is a very large greatsword strapped to his back. Will that work?
Is there any writing on the sword?
No,
I can't read that from here.
Unless the sword is actually a very well concealed, like, scroll case or something, I don't think that will be enough to prove
Kiddos,
ownership.
I don't really have time for this. And he gestures like this, and the other like big like hooded form just starts sort of lumbering towards you.
So we're doing this.
I ready my weapon.
I cast mage armor on myself.
From under the hood, you hear a very low, sort of like throaty growl, as the person sort of throws the hood back, and it's just a huge, burly man with like sort of messy, like brown hair. And he doesn't say anything, he just growls, and the growl sort of turns into like a roar, and he just rushes you. It's like nothing going on behind those eyes. And I guess we're gonna roll for initiative.
Oh shit.
Well.
Okay.
Or we all die.
Oh no! Sereia is not here to resurrect us.
I don't think I have any. I think I specifically unprepared my healing spells last time because I was like, you know what? We're level 5. I'm sure Sereia got this at this point.
Uh-oh.
I have
Oh, boy.
healing.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Oh,
yes,
right. I
of
forgot you're
course you
paladin.
do.
I am paladin.
Because you're so good, Kukovaya.
5.
7.
I got a 16. Because I rolled a 15.
7.
Kept like reflexes.
Giselle, 16. Law, what did you say you... 5. It's right there in front of me.
5.
What is your dexterity modifier?
Me?
Yeah.
2.
You get to go first.
Oh, yay.
Not first,
Hey.
but before...
I get to go before anyone else. 5s are actually the
Wait
magic
a
number.
minute.
It's the secret number of the day. Okay. So Giselle, you get to go first. As this bear of a man just sort of charges the group of you,
Holy shit.
closing the distance. It doesn't seem like he's holding any weapons or anything. But yeah, there's
I
one
don't
thought
like
behind
this
those
at
eyes.
all. Yes, kill. I think that I will first use my innate cat-like reflexes, as a Willoughby Wonderfoot would say. And I will use feline agility. And I will double my speed until the end of my turn to get the fuck away from this very large person. Because I'm not very good at melee combat. So I will go round and move away. But then I will stay close enough to cast Bane.
Okay.
And I believe that I can do that.
You think magic is your ally?
Indubitably.
Okay.
I will cast the Bane on the big man running at us, and then the other man with the very large sword, and then one of the bigger looking wolves.
Okay.
So they must roll all of their attacks with a -4
Minus a
or minus a
D4.
d4.
There's not a save for that. That just happens.
I
don't
do not
actually know.
believe so.
Is there a save for
Oh no,
Bane?
they do. Is a
Yeah.
charisma saving throw.
Oh, well. I can tell you right now. Well, the wolf rolls a 12,
No, he
which I
fails.
doubt is enough. The bear rolls a 3,
No.
and the sword man, where's his character sheet? Rolls a 15.
Ah, he saves.
Okay.
My DC is 15.
The other large man and the wolf do not. That up here. Okay. Giselle, is that all for your turn?
I believe so, yes.
Okay, then it is the huge man's turn. Giselle has bailed out of the way.
Sorry.
I think leaving Willoughby probably front and center.
Sorry, Willoughby.
So he is going to
I protect.
charge at you, and is going to like rear back just one giant fist, and just swing down as hard as he can. And he rolls a 7 to hit you, which I think is
misses.
not
Oh,
quite it.
wait. He also is disadvantage because of my cloak.
Oh, right.
Hey!
Well,
I remembered this time.
That one was much better, so he rolls a 7.
Ah. Whoa.
He sort of swings just wildly, and it's not even really like a full close fist. Like it's almost like he's trying to like claw down at you, but he's just got fingies. So not super effective, and also you're much smaller than him, and it's easier for you to get out of the way. He's gonna take one more swipe, also at disadvantage,
Yeah.
I assume. Wow, really bad. 9.
Miss.
And it will not hit
I
you,
want to
so
do that like cartoon thing where I like jump up onto his fist and just go.
you just perch on his like huge meaty hand, and he's so confused. But that is his turn. Willoughby, it's yours.
Okay. I swing my sword.
Okay.
Ooh, I'm probably not gonna hit either. Ooh.
You'd be surprised.
Does a 14 hit?
Yes.
Oh, hot damn.
Hey!
Not wearing armor.
All right.
He's barely wearing a shirt.
Oh no, he's hot.
Probably.
Okay. That is 8 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna do it again because I'm level 5.
Oh, hell yeah!
Yeah!
Second swing.
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh, shit.
Beep-a-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. I give you my max hit and then, or do I roll twice? I forget how we do these.
We usually roll twice. Or roll once and
We roll
double
twice.
it.
Okay. 11.
11. And then the last one was 8. Okay. 19 total. Okay. A big hit on this man. As you sort of slash once, and the longsword cuts through one side of his chest, and then another sort of reaches his arm, and he kind of stumbles back, like tossing you off of his hand. You're a bird, you're fine. But yeah, he kind of like stumbles back, and then you can see him like lower himself a little bit and just like growl at you.
Yes, I
Anything
think
else?
this man is a bear.
And that surprises you. In this
No.
place.
No, not at all. It in fact makes sense. If our dwarf professor is now a sheep, perhaps this bear was turned into a person. I should be shouting this because I'm far away.
You're extremely far. Giselle, you say all that, no one hears a word. I'm joking. You... Okay, will it be anything else? Alright.
Sorry, no.
Law.
Oh, sorry. I make sure I'm like right up next to the professor sheep.
Okay.
Just protect.
Protect.
Absolutely. Law, it is your turn.
How? They haven't gone yet, right? So are they all still pretty close together? Could I get them all with my pyro converger?
Yeah.
Sweet. That's what I do.
Maybe a short combat, you guys.
It doesn't do that much damage. I'm not Sereia.
Well, there's also some sentient beings in here that once they realize you have a flamethrower might change their fucking game a little bit.
Law's visor just snaps closed, pulls out the pyro converger, and just like.
Just from the back, you hear the half-orc man like, what the Oh no.
kids
they
and their
students?
toys. What are you going to do?
So it's a saving throw.
Okay.
The dexterity type. DC 13.
13. Okay, for big man, that's not gonna do it. For the wolves, that's bad. That's also
No, big man.
bad. That's also bad. All bad.
That can't be. Oh my god! I rolled so well on those
Hang on, let me
46. I
do-
got 17.
Oh no, that's a lot. Your half orc rolled a 13.
Okay,
Oh,
so he
but
takes-
he had bane on him too, yes?
Oh shit, yeah, he did. So he can't succeed, yeah, because that's -2 and the DC's 13. They all fail. They all
Yay!
just beef it really bad.
Only when your bear is in ashes, then you have my permission to die.
Thank you, Bane!
Like, what in the... How much damage did they take?
17 points of fire
Okay.
damage.
Canonically, nothing happens. We just have like Bane show up and just shit talk, and that's what the rest
That's
of
what
them-
does it. It's Bane, but he's a bard and he only knows vicious mockery.
Yay!
All 3 of the wolves are incinerated.
Jeez.
The wolves,
Oh wait, I do need to roll to see if I blow up. Hold on.
Wait, what?
yeah,
Excuse me.
I forgot.
That's a
about that.
thing?
You would take a little bit of fire damage. It's like a D10 or something. It's not that bad.
Okay, roll
Roll or
d10 and
explode.
add the number of times you have used it since your last long rest, which is the first time. If the total's 11
Yes.
or higher, then it malfunctions. So I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah. So on the first
Okay.
use, you
Roll
have
to
to roll. You
explode.
have to roll a 10 for it to malfunction, and
Every
it gets
time I use
progressively
it-
easier.
And if I fail it, then it does 46 damage against fire damage against me, and I can't use it again until I.
Yeah,
take a
it
rest.
it overheats essentially.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Okay,
Just
so
I have to go and roll it, and I'll be right back, guys. I gotta see if I got blow up or something.
so the very large man, Willoughby, in front of you, and the 3 wolves basically just drop. There is like the smell of like burnt hair, and flesh. You know, terrible, terrible things. As Law scorches the lawn in front of you, and yeah, the 4 just drop, and I think the half orc sort of like puts himself out and is just stares at the 3 of you, and the 4 of you with the sheep, and goes, "What in the absolute fuck?" And just
Pause,
sort of
visor snaps open.
sheep.
I found it.
hasn't even like taken his sword out of the sheath yet, because he was gonna be like a cool guy and do some cool guy shit, but is sort of like started to reach for it, and then just kind of drops his arm. Ah, fuck. You guys might want to back up. And you see, sort of laying in the scorched grass, 4 figures that start to move. Where the wolves were, they have been replaced by 3 people, sort of wearing like coats and like breeches and stuff, and they're alive, halfway conscious. But where the large man was, he shifts very, very quickly, and you hear this sort of popping sound as his form begins to change back into its original form, which is a very large brown bear.
So the people became animal and animal became people.
Buddy, I don't really have the energy to explain it to you. Come on. And he's like down, like looking at the bear, like, come on, buddy. Come on. And the bear's
Well,
like,
I think we're owed an explanation.
and starts to like lumber towards him and is clearly like injured and still like bleeding a little bit and stuff. It's like, dude, my boss is fucking weird. Okay? I just need the money. So I just do what he says.
Okay.
I don't know. His whole thing is, I don't know, people into animals and animals into people and tables into animals, and I can't. I stopped trying to keep up. Months ago.
Wait a minute. He turned a table into an animal?
Yeah, he turned a table into a tortoise once. It was fucking weird.
Why would that be convenient?
Did it
What
work?
if you need the table?
Oh, yeah, it worked. I mean, he turned it back. But, I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry. Okay.
No, it's cool. It's
we
cool.
were really
all,
just supposed
you
to,
know,
like, show up and look big, and... I mean, you guys are students, so I figured you'd just give me the sheep. I didn't know you could freaking,
Unfortunately
like,
for you,
blow
you're-
us to hell with whatever the fuck that is.
It's a pyro converger. Unfortunately for you, you're like the third person to attack us this week, so we're pretty used to it at this point.
Did your boss tell you why he needed the sheep? Or that the sheep was actually a professor here at the school?
No, I just assumed, like I always do, that it was one of his. It got loose, and I needed to go get it. I asked around. Some other people saw you guys walking around with a sheep. They're not common here, so it's not that hard. I'm not a genius, but I'm not stupid.
No, of course not. And we understand. We all do shitty jobs just to make a living. It happens. Where is your boss now?
You know, I'm probably not supposed to answer that.
But
Roll a persuasion check.
well, okay. 15.
Okay. He just kind of looks at you guys. You know, he looks at the bear, who's clearly very sad. Just like, honestly, fuck this job. I'll find something else.
You know, there are several taverns here at the school. They pay really well. They pay benefits. It's really nice.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Vision, dental, the whole thing.
Maybe I'll just stay here.
For
I
sure.
mean, I don't have like a strict resume per se, but
Hey, if you can wrangle a bear, you can wrangle students in and out of a tavern. It's a pretty similar subset. I'm not sure.
yeah, you got a point. Anyway, he's, you know, wizards and their weird shit, right? He's got a little, I mean, he calls it a tower. It's not really big enough to be a tower, but I just don't argue with him anymore. Anyway, travels around, goes place to place. It's out in your bog or whatever.
What isn't in our bog? Okay. We're pretty familiar with the bog at this point, so I suppose we can find it. What does it look like on the outside?
I mean, I don't know, it's round, has a couple of offshoots. It's like I don't know, just kind of like a house, really.
Okay. I think we can work with that.
I mean, there's not a from what I could tell, a whole lot of houses out there. I feel like you'll know it when you see it.
Perfect. Well, yes, one of the taverns is just over there. What is the one on Quandrix? What was the tavern we went to for the pub crawl?
Oh
Quandrix.
boy.
I probably have it written down here
What
somewhere.
were the names?
Was that the clubby one? Because it was all like fractally. Or no?
Quandrix was
The lucid dream.
the frothing
rambling toad,
flask.
The frothing flask. You could go over to the frothing flask. It's just down the way. I know they're always looking for new people.
I was looking to see which one it was. It's the one... Oh, it's the one with all the water.
Oh.
The puzzle that Willoughby so bravely solved. I mean, yeah, I guess I don't really know what else I'm gonna do.
They were very nice. The drinks are good too.
Yeah, I'll give it a shot. No hard feelings. Okay.
No, not at all.
Right. He kind of looks over, where the people who used to be wolves are sort of finally getting up off the ground, and he just sort of like walks over to them and is like towering above them, gets this like dark look on his face, and just says, "You didn't hear any of that." And they're like looking very frightened of him. And he just sort of gestures with his head, and they kind of take off back into the woods. And then he just says, "All right, well, come on, Bear. Guess we'll go get a drink." What a weird day.
You're telling me.
And they wander off. Now there's just gonna be a bear at one of the taverns.
That's all we ever wanted.
It's
The
true.
end.
Well, you solved my get a bear to the tavern puzzle.
Okay. Well, you have an unharmed sheep still. What would you like to do?
Professor, if you are not interested in doing a prank now, I totally understand. That was a little stressful. Do you perhaps just want to go back to Los Dorm? You can stamp once for yes and twice for no. I really still want to do the prank.
I think he stamps once for, "Please let me just sit in the dorm." That wasn't fun at all.
Okay, that makes sense. Come on.
Okay. And unaccosted, you make your way up to Law's dorm, get the professor settled, and yeah. He seems okay. A little tired once the adrenaline wears off.
So it seems like we sort of lucked out there. Do we just go find this tower now?
Yeah, we can't just let somebody turn professors into animals willy-nilly. Or tables into tortoises.
Well, that poor bear into a big person.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So, all right, let's go break a tower.
I was
some
just
butt.
thinking though.
Hmm.
Do you think maybe this weird wand thing could actually turn Dutch into a frog? I mean, he said he turned like a table into a tortoise. Do you think he could turn like a robot frog into an actual frog?
I mean, maybe, but that seems kind of pointless.
You don't think Dutch wants to actually be a frog?
That's just a robot. Robots are cooler than frogs. Why would you want to be a frog when you could be a cool robot? Plus, if Dutch turns into a real frog, then I just have to make another robot frog. Thus repeats the cycle.
You could have an army of Dutches.
Very good point, Kukvaya. I will secede the point that the only thing cooler than a frog is a robot frog. So I understand.
As long as we're all on the same page, I don't want to lose out on my robot frog.
This is fair. Okay, should we take the magic carpet and fly over and try to find this weird wizard tower in the bog?
Sounds like a plan to me. I can't think of a more efficient way to look through the bog. Actually, thinking about it, it's been a while since we really walked anywhere. I think we should just go on foot.
I am not walking through the bog, Law.
I am gonna
Never
lose my
again.
shit.
You would lose your shit.
You won't walk around the bog for the next hour?
No,
I got a great
my
random
God.
encounters table with your name on it.
no.
How many giant scorpions are on that?
High level
At least two.
encounters only.
Yeah,
It's just
I'm
a table
fine
of
with,
dragons.
David?
You're just rolling on the different colors of dragons.
Oh, God.
Oh no, buddy, I got fizzbands up in here.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
we can use the law agrees to let y'all ride on their magic carpet.
All right. You hop on the magic carpet and take another little trip out into Sedgemoor, everybody's favorite bog, where things keep happening. Giselle, you smell it long before you can see it.
Just keeps making the cat stink face.
And yeah, you fly out over Sedgemoor. I'm just gonna have everybody give me a either perception or investigation.
Perception. Do it.
11.
12.
16.
You guys fly around for a while. Giselle and Willoughby, you don't see anything out of the ordinary. You'd fly over the pup that crawls, I think, at one point. It's still there, out there. But yeah, you don't see a tower. You do a couple more passes over a couple of the more like open areas of the bog. And Law, you almost fly past it. But then you look down and you see a light coming from like the trunk of one of the trees, one of the larger trees that's sort of on the edge of this tree line. And as you fly a little bit closer, you can actually see, like in this one large central tree, and then a couple of slightly smaller ones next to it, doors and windows that are sort of hidden in the like tree trunks themselves. And then like walkways connecting the three of them.
I see something there that looks like lights in the trees. Could that be the tower?
Maybe. Should we get a closer look?
I agree. Let's infiltrator mode. Initiate.
You can do that to the carpet? Does it go
No,
chunk,
just
chunk,
me.
chunk? Oh, I wanted to do infiltrator mode.
I could paint purple on it to make it stealthier.
Oh,
We should
I know.
get the carpet dyed.
Giselle just like does a cat's flute and just like face down onto the carpet. Infiltrator mode.
Infiltrator mode. You fly down to get a little bit of a closer look, and yeah, you see upon closer inspection essentially what looks like some sort of home or building that is disguising itself as trees.
Very sneaky.
Do you think that he used his wand on the tower and turned it into trees?
I guess we'll have to ask him.
I am very curious
I want
about
this wand now.
Yes, me too. Oh, Sereia would love it. I think we then
All right.
spend the next few minutes flying down, discussing who and what we'd like to turn into other things.
Okay.
And that's why I think Tom Baudet really wants to be a beaver.
You make a compelling argument.
Yeah. Never said it in so many words, but I kind of get that feeling.
I'm just saying it'd be very convenient because then I could go around campus and just turn like refrigerators and benches into animals to walk back to my dorm, turn them back, and then I've got the parts and I didn't have to carry them myself.
That's such a good point.
But like refrigerators don't have brains, so like how would they even be able to move?
I mean, if I turned it into a cow or something, then I assume it would move.
That is a very compelling magical argument. If you turn an inanimate object into something with a brain, does it then have the brain of what you turned it into?
And it kind of gives you this entire like moral quandary of like, are we granting sentient life to something that wasn't meant to have it? And who are we to grant that sort of sentient life?
Or do
Are
they
we
take
playing
it away?
God? Or are we... Whoa. I just
Oh,
got
look, we're
dizzy.
here.
And here you are. You land the carpet. I always say land. It doesn't touch the ground because you don't want it to get gross. But you land the carpet a little bit away from the tree home. And you guys, I assume, make a plan for trying to get in and see what's what.
Infiltration mode.
And for infiltration mode, we're going to go ahead and take a quick break. So thanks everybody for hanging out with us so far for this silly time that we're having. I am enjoying it immensely so far, and I hope you are too. We will be back in a very quick few minutes, so stick around, and when we come back, we'll see what happens next. And welcome back, Internet. Thanks for hanging out with us during our break. We are refreshed and ready to go and are in infiltration mode. So what's the plan, Stans? Val, you have a look on your face like, whoa, was I supposed to think about it?
Infiltrate.
I say we just sneak in, see what happens, play it loose.
Okay.
Okay.
My suggestion would just be to burn it all to the ground. But I like yours better.
If you guys burn down the entire swamp,
I feel like
You're in
someone
a
I
might
never
swamp.
have to walk through it again. Yes.
yeah, you also won't be students anymore. You'll have to do
Yes.
something different.
That's fair.
Next week, when we start playing Rime of the Frost Maiden, or the UPS man takes you all to hell, then you have to get out of the abyss. That's a good idea.
Mid-season twist.
Okay. So how or where from would you like to approach this? Those were all words.
There were some windows and then a door.
Yes. So, there are actually a couple of entrances. So you have the one main big tree, which has a door sort of set, which sort of matches the wood of the tree, sort of set into the front of it. And then there are suspended walkways that are connecting this tree to two other trees. Which, at least from the front, you don't see any doors, but do have at least like a couple of like windows pressed into them. And it's 2 stories that it goes up.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 stories. I'm like looking up as if I'm looking at anything. Like, you know. I don't know. It's like the motion helps me
You go through
figure
the
it
front
out.
door. These.
It's a 2-story. Yeah.
Eh.
Well, Giselle, you're the rogue. Where should we sneak in from?
They'll never expect us from the 2nd floor.
All right.
We fly up to the 2nd floor windows.
Okay, you hop back on the carpet and you fly up to the 2nd story of the main large tree. You look inside, I assume, and let's see, the window that you are looking in, are you guys still in the front of the tree, or have you like flown around to the side or something?
I guess
guess-
through one of the walkways, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll say you fly up and over to the right-hand side. And you land sort of stepping very carefully onto one of the walkways. It's like a little suspended bridge type deal, like a rope bridge. And you make your way over to the trunk of the large tree, and you do see another door.
So this door.
Yes, but we should probably make sure that it is not trapped before we try it.
I can investigate it, see if I see any magic or mechanisms or whatever
Yeah,
they
do
might
that.
use to trap. All right. Law will flies in close, hop off the broom near the or not the broom.
I was like, you have a broom?
Honest to God, I just accepted it as one of our 20 loot drops.
There could be a broom in
I
there.
was like, yeah, no, we probably got that in episode 2, and I forgot.
Magic school.
I'm gonna start taking advantage of that. Just be like, all right, so I get out my ring of invisibility, and
You don't remember that? That was from episode 7. Yeah.
Come on, Giselle
Mecco
tripped on
back me
it.
up.
She said, ooh, shiny.
That would be the least convincing thing ever, because Val remembering the specific episode in which something happened.
okay, yeah, that's pretty unbelievable.
No.
All right. Yeah, I'll investigate for traps. For trappity traps.
Do it.
Where's my sheet? Where'd my sheet go? There it is.
It's going really well today, you guys.
I know. 19.
Woo!
That's very good. Yeah, you take a look around the door. You don't. It is locked. You don't see any like physical traps, like darts or tripwires or anything like that. But I think you can see, just as like the moonlight hits it, you see just a little bit of like some kind of like shimmer right around the door handle.
Okay. I think there is some sort of warding here or something. We just took a lecture on glyphs of warding. Is that what this is? Does this look like a glyph of warding?
Ooh, interesting. Let me pull up the... So you did symbol, and you did glyph of warding.
Or what's the symbols? I don't remember if it's symbols or glyphs of warding.
Well, it was like symbology, and it was... They're different. They're just... One is just a higher level version of the same spell. What up? Yes, actually. This is... Yeah, I mean, you guys would all, if Law points it out, I mean, Willoughby, you were there for the lecture and did pretty well. So I think you would also probably recognize it as some sort of symbol. That's symbol with a capital S. The spell.
Symbol.
It is a symbol, but it's also a symbol.
Symbol.
Which is not a spell that any of you are going to be able to cast for a long time.
No.
I don't think none of you can even cast this spell. I don't think. I don't know what the Artificer spell list is, but...
Alright, it looks like there is a symbol here.
There's some powerful shit.
Yes, I don't know if we want to go through this door.
Alright, fuck this door. Let's find another door. There's lots of doors.
Because there is would I know if I cast an identify on it? Because I can identify the spell affecting a target with identify, but would I be able to tell exactly what effect the symbol would have with an identify? Because like there are better and worse ones here. There are ones that we could deal with, and there are ones that we could not.
If I step on this and it makes a duck sound, that's one thing. If I step on this and it blows me up, that's another thing.
I can
think
deal
the
with
loot
getting blown
inside it.
up. I can't deal with the duck sounds.
I hate ducks.
Fucking hate them.
Fucking duck bastards.
That's a good replacement. Rats are great. Ducks are assholes.
Ducks are
Duck
assholes.
bastards from here on out.
Duck Dynasty? More like fuck that dynasty.
So with identify, so it says you learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. So I think if you use identify, you can confirm that it is a symbol spell. I think I'd probably have you roll to identify the specific symbol because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them.
Yeah. Okay. Why don't we check out the other doors, and if they all have symbols on them, then we'll try to figure out what these symbols are doing.
That is very fair. Okay, next door.
Okay. The closest door to you from here is actually behind you at the other end of the walkway. There is a door there leading into one of the smaller trees.
How does it look, Law?
I will investigate the door. Wait, do I have a student die for investigation? I do.
Probably.
I will use one of those to add a d4. That's a 2, so it's 15.
Okay. Yeah, you see something similar on this door. It's another symbol. It is a different symbol.
Okay. Same spell. It looks like same spell, different symbol.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm noticing a pattern.
Yeah, it seems pretty heavily warded.
Alright. Well, we can either go check out the front door, or I can take some time to figure out what these symbols do, and then we can decide what to do from there.
Let's check the front door, and if it doesn't look as bad, we can do that. If not, we come back and we look at the symbols.
Willoughby, you looked like you were having a thought.
I'm wondering if I could use detect magic to root out non-magically sealed points of entry.
That is a very good idea.
That's a good point. So anything
Beep.
that does not go bleep on your detect magic radar would be potentially a place where we could get in.
Mm-hmm.
Smart thinking.
Very good, Kukovaya.
That is really smart. It's all about the magic items you don't see.
Yeah.
You like jazz? Okay, yeah, and that spell lasts for... I told you guys we were gonna play it pretty
10
loose today.
minutes. It's gonna be great.
10 minutes is plenty of time, especially with the carpet to...
This guy could have turned
zoom
Jerry
around.
Seinfeld into a bee. Like, this is the wizard to do it.
Fuck, it's true.
Maybe he did. And he had to run, and that's why he's here.
What's all the buzz about?
So you hop back on the carpet, and you fly around quickly and quietly. There are a few more doors. There's the main entrance, and then on the other side of the tree, the left side, sort of across from where you were, there's a pretty much identical setup with another bridge going into another tree, and a door at each side. Both of those will be ping your spell. Let me just double check because it tells you the type of magic, I think. The school of magic.
Yeah.
Okay. I want. Okay. So you do get the school of magic. It's what you expect. Symbol is an abjuration spell.
Mm-hmm.
So you get a pretty strong aura of magic from all of the top doors. The front door pings with the same it sort of pings your spell senses with the same type of magic, and the windows do as well, but it's like a much more like dampened version, or like it's less magical, a little bit less powerful on the front door and the windows than those other doors.
Okay. So maybe they're not expecting us to go through the front door. It seems like they spent most of their fortification on the upper area.
That would make me also think that they'd probably want people to go through the front door. Maybe we should just play along.
Or go through a window. I'm okay with either. I just really want to catch them off guard. So if they want us to go through the front door, fuck that, we go through the front window.
We
What if
could
it
do
just
that.
goes into the same room?
Shit. Alright, let's go through the door.
You guys want to go through the front door?
Well, front door.
Okay, are you doing anything
They'll
about the
least
magic?
expect it.
Yeah.
I will try to identify the magic on the door, at least to know what spell it is again.
On the front door?
Yeah.
So you cast Identify on the front door. It is an alarm spell.
Alright. It is an alarm. If we open this door, it will make a big loud noise. So I think what we should do, because it seems like this place is very heavily warded, I think we should knock.
You have knock the spell?
No, I don't have knock the spell. Do you have knock the spell? Because that would help with the alarm.
I know, no. That's pretty powerful. I don't have that yet.
Actually, no, wait, I think that's with the lock. Anyway. I think we should just knock. Try to talk our way in. Explain the situation.
Okay. Should I do
Everybody
it,
cool with that?
Willoughby?
Mm-hmm.
You two are the talkers, so...
Okay. Ooh, do you want to do good owl, bad cat?
Okay, how do I do that?
Oh, you try to be nice to them and ask them really nice and be cool. And then if that doesn't work, then I'll be a total bitch to them.
So how is that any different than how we normally handle things?
It puts a good name to it. Sound good?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Giselle knocks on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door. And you wait for a moment. Until eventually you hear what sounds like somebody walking down stairs. And the door opens a crack in front of you. Who is it?
Hello. We're here looking for help from a powerful wizard. Or caster of any sort.
Okay, what do you want?
Well, we had a mishap and one of our friends got turned into an animal and we were hoping that we could turn them back.
Willoughby, I'm gonna have you roll. Now, is this technically the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Roll persuasion.
Operation Honest Owl. Uh, 22. I get a +6. I rolled a
Jeez.
16.
Yeah, buddy.
That's really good. The door opens a little bit wider, and you see a pretty small figure standing there, about, I don't know, maybe 2.5 feet tall, sort of dark, brownish green skin, pointed ears, a little goblin. In a very nice, sort of blue tunic and breeches and like nice like lace-up boots. He says, "So you got a transmutation problem?"
I think so. It's a little bit outside of my depth. I'm only a first year.
Oh, you go to the school?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. How'd you find us out here?
We're just wandering around.
Looking for help for your friend.
Mm-hmm.
Did you bring him with you? Because, I mean, I see you got a cat woman here, but I doubt that's the problem.
Oh no, she's always a cat.
And I'm always a problem.
We thought the bog would be too dangerous for him.
You okay there, pal?
Yeah, I just
Please.
remembered something really funny.
Oh, I thought you were sneezing. There's a lot of wildlife out here. I thought maybe it was allergies.
And then my headset died again.
Oh, no. Oh,
Okay,
shit.
it's back.
Oh,
Oh,
we love it
God.
when people are randomly deafened in the middle of an episode. Sometimes it's happened to all of us.
Super rad.
So, you didn't bring them with you?
Well, no, we were hoping that we'd be able to. I don't know. Willoughby's definitely running out of ideas and kind of looks up to Giselle.
We could bring you to them, or perhaps you have some ideas, or a spell we could use, or something.
Well, I mean, transmutation is really the boss's specialty. I mean, he's pretty busy. I can see if maybe he's up for like a coffee break or something.
We would really appreciate it.
Okay.
Coffee sounds very nice.
Yeah. Why don't you just come into the sitting room and I'll go see what he says.
Thank you so much. What's
Thank
your
you.
name? You don't have to tell me if the DM didn't come up with a name for this NPC. It's fine.
Trevor.
Hey, Trevor. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Yeah, come in. Come in. He shows you into this first floor where off to the side there's like a little sitting area. There's like some like plush chairs and a nice little like tea table. Go on, just have a seat in there. I'll go see what the boss says.
Thank you, Trevor.
Yeah, no problem. And Trevor, the goblin, goes to walk back up. There's like a central kind of like spiral staircase that goes up to a second floor. And he kind of jogs a little bit, boots clacking on the wood, and heads upstairs. And I think you hear like a knocking sound and then some like muffled conversation.
You know, whoever this wizard is, they employ a lot of very nice people.
It's really a shame they ended up working for such a jerk.
I know, right?
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Why good people would work for a bad person?
Yeah, I'm starting to think that maybe they're not as bad as everybody said they were. Well,
No, they're probably pretty terrible. I mean,
and,
the answer
and then
is
I
really
remember
just...
the bear and the tortoise and
The
It
answer
doesn't
for
seem
why
like any-
good people work for bad people is just capitalism.
oh,
Yeah.
That's next semester.
Well, Grayson was actually talking about maybe starting a new club where we could talk about these things, about like, bringing the power back to the laborers, but
Mhm.
he's a little busy right now.
From what I remember from our
production.
from what I remember from our theology class, Capital is a very powerful dark god whose works are constantly destroying planets and peoples across the multiverse.
We have our work cut out for us then.
Are you proud of that one?
Yes. You can
Eat
decide
the
whether
rich.
that's canon or Law not paying attention in class.
No, that's canon.
Both of those are canon.
Yeah, the
Grayson.
Law not paying attention in class.
It's
happened
real,
either
and
way.
you didn't pay attention to it.
Also, Grayson has been discussing starting a Strixhaven Socialist Society, the SSS.
Oh my
if you will.
god.
Yeah, Grayson is a dedicated socialist.
Excellent.
Who runs the Young Entrepreneurs Club?
How do you affect change
need to
from
know
the
your enemy.
inside?
Now we see the violence inherent in the system.
It's true.
So I do just have notes now that say capital, terrible evil elder god of money. Also, Grayson is a socialist. Yes. And that these are on. I didn't start a new page of notes, so these are just on the side of the notes for the session I was going to run today. So it's like
Perfect.
right next to my notes about the auction that's happening after the fashion show.
I can't wait to hear how this trips you up somehow.
Oh no.
It's just why?
It will.
What what did I
What the
mean?
fuck was I talking about? It's like my Battle of Strixhaven notes that just say all of your Strixhaven notes are on Roll20. Okay. Great.
Thanks, Past Abby.
So, do you guys do anything while Trevor is gone? Other than talk about capitalism a little bit?
If we can hear them talking and the knocking on the door, I'm going to assume that he's not gone. He's not gone far enough for us to really snoop around much. So
He's
probably not.
right upstairs, yeah. Okay. So yeah, after a couple minutes, the conversation stops. You hear the slamming of a door, and you hear boots coming back down the stairs. Trevor kind of jogs back down. Okay, so, boss man is pretty busy, but, is also kind of intrigued by some students who were wandering a bog, try to find help for their friends, and stumbled upon our treehouse. So give him 10 minutes and I'll make some coffee and he'll come down and see what you gotta say.
Great.
Thank you.
Perfect.
Thank you, Trevor.
Yeah.
Trevor, do you get benefits in this job?
What kind of benefits?
Vision, dental, health insurance.
Oh,
Maybe pet insurance. I hear that's a new one that they're offering for, the younger crowds of workers coming through.
Oh, I never heard of that. Pet insurance. No, not strictly. We travel a lot, and so having insurance would be really hard. I mean, in different countries, let alone going to different planes. So
I see.
no,
Hmm.
I get the benefit of being paid. Why are you looking for a gig?
No, not strictly speaking. Just wondering.
Okay. How do you take your coffee?
White.
Milk. Got it. Anybody else?
Do you have any of those frozen coffee machines? Can you make a frappe?
No, but I can do you an iced coffee.
Iced coffee is fine.
Okay, you want anything in it?
Milk, sugar, hazelnut, a little bit of cinnamon.
Oh, I don't got hazelnut. Boss is allergic. This conversation's not important to the plot at all. Little guy, you want anything?
I'll have what he's having. They're having.
You got it. I'll be right back. Trevor goes to make coffee.
He's allergic to hazelnut. Do any of you have any hazelnut on you?
I was thinking the same thing.
As soon
Do you
as
think
the
it's
words
like a
came out of
mild
my mouth.
allergy? Or are you thinking like it's a severe one?
I don't know, but that would give us a good ace in the hole if things go bad right now.
Very true, very true. Ah, we need Sereia here. She could make food and water or something.
Fuck.
I look for my create allergen spell.
I have purify food and drink, but I can't create it.
Dang it. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's worth a shot.
I love that that's a possibility, though.
Really goes to show you how useful druids are when they're gone.
Only
Yeah, if we can
Rachel.
incite allergy attacks, really.
hero stuff.
Heroes.
Yeah. Hero stuff.
All right. Trevor's gone for a few minutes. Comes back with 2 of whatever Law just ordered. Ice latte. Some. There is a little bit of cinnamon in it. It's pretty good. Willoughby, the same thing. Giselle brings back a tall glass of milk.
Thank you.
And another thing of coffee, which he sets down. Just as you guys hear, I think another set of footsteps coming down the stairs. These are much quieter, as you see sort of a pair of bare feet make their way down. As
Please clarify, because we've had bears in this episode. Bear as in not shod, or bear as in bear?
bare as in with no shoes on.
Okay.
Oh, I honestly thought
clarifying.
it was the second one.
I didn't think about it until like halfway through the sentence. But no, feet that are not wearing shoes or socks of any kind. As a tall elven figure makes his way into the sitting room. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
Trevor tells
Hello.
me you're in need of a wizard.
Yes, pretty
Okay.
badly.
Well, what can I do for you?
Can you turn people that were turned into animals back into people?
Oh, generally speaking, yes. I would have to know how they were turned, or, well, I'd, given a chance to study them, figure that out, and then apply the proper remedy.
Well, it wasn't a polymorph spell.
Okay, well, that knocks that option off the list.
That's about all I know.
Now, do you
If
mean it
they-
wasn't any sort of polymorph spell, or do you just mean sort of the lower level of the bunch? There are a couple.
Not the
They've-
typical kind.
They've retained their intelligence.
Okay. So, then you're looking at either some other sort of magical effect or a true polymorph.
It's really powerful.
Indeed.
And that one doesn't wear off, right?
No. If you maintain the spell for its entire duration, it then becomes... there's some argument as to whether permanent is the right word. I don't know if any of you are up on the latest sort of wizard academic published. There was an errata published a few years ago, and they've taken the word permanent out of the general description of it and more say until dispelled. So it's can be gotten rid of, but it takes quite a bit of work. I'm sorry, did I say something funny?
No, not at all. I was thinking if I'd read that one, but I think my copy of Caster's Quarterly is still going to my address back home.
They were laughing because errata sounds like erotica. That's all.
That's not why I was laughing, Giselle, but okay.
Right.
So, could you dispel something like that? Like a true polymorph?
In theory.
That's very impressive. I understand that to be a very powerful spell.
It is. I've been doing this for a long time.
Did you used to go here? To Strixhaven?
Oh, yes. Many, many years ago. Longer ago than I believe any of you have been alive.
Wow.
That's very long. Do you have are you just that powerful, or do you have any sort of implements that you use to deal with spells like that?
Well, my dear, the simplest answer is both. I've been practicing for quite a long time, and have magical skills that many people do not because they haven't had this long to work on them. And in my research, magical implements are often quite useful.
What sort of things do you use?
All sorts.
Sorry,
Do
we're
you-
just students, so very curious, by nature, so figured we'd ask.
Right.
Do you perhaps have an implement that we could borrow and then bring back after we turn our friend back into a person?
No, unfortunately, my things aren't on loan. They're all my personal belongings. But you can bring your friend here and gladly take a look. Or I could just go find them myself.
Okay.
Yes. I think I'll do that. You all stay here. And, I'll go find my sheep.
So, you do know what we're talking about then?
I wondered how long you'd keep up your charade, but, you did let 3 gentlemen who work for me escape.
Is this the part where I stop doing good Alan and start doing bad Kitty?
Well, I was going to do... you can do Bad Cat too if you want to. You want to both do it? It might be twice as effective. You ready? I want to see yours first. Go ahead.
I'll wait.
Meow.
That was pretty good.
Very scary. I've never heard them sound like that before. You should be very afraid.
Right.
He's a wild one.
Well, children, this jest has far outstayed its welcome, so, Willoughby, he looks at you. Let me help you with that. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
No!
No! I'm not very wise.
Ironic, because you're an owl.
I get that a
irony.
lot. Oh God, help me. Do I have anything at all to help with this? Oh God, oh fuck. Is it an attack?
No? Not technically. It's a spell.
Oh.
Now, if you have anything for magic, your saving throws against magic or spells.
Sure don't.
I was thinking about the stuff you have. The belt, I don't think does anything for that.
5 on the dice, 4 in the life.
Oh, Willoughby.
I tried.
You did.
You all watch as in front of you there is a sort of green shimmering around Willoughby Wanderfoot, and then where Willoughby Wanderfoot stood is now a little white cat with black spots and yellow eyes. Still got it. Well,
Turn him back right now.
no. You know what? Why don't you pet sit for me while I'm gone? Trevor, we're going on a trip. Yes, boss. Trevor's just like,
We don't blame you, Trevor. It's okay. You're just doing your job.
and he puts a hand on Trevor's shoulder, and there is a popping sound, and they disappear right as there is a loud crash from above the three of you. And I'll put on facing the dragon. Because crashing through the ceiling from the second floor and landing sort of on two strong back legs, you see what looks like a wyvern or a little dragon of some kind, but it is entirely made of wood. But it still ambulates, and it still lets out a dragon-like roar. And I need you guys to roll initiative.
What are my stats?
Cat.
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 I
Can
can.
cat.
I can send them to you.
I can-
Monsters. Cat.
Awesome.
I think
One
on
good thing is, I don't imagine it'll be a cat for very long.
on roll 20 it should be in the SRD. If you're on there. Tiny
Oh,
beast.
true.
Your
I'm
armor
so
class
small.
is 12.
No,
You have 2
I'm
hit
s-
points.
I'm so vulnerable again.
And you have a climb speed of 30 feet.
Oh boy.
And +4 to stealth.
Sick.
You got claws that have a +0 to hit, buddy.
Yay. Initiative is Dex, right?
Yes.
Sweet. I actually have better initiative as a kid.
And you don't have disadvantage on stealth anymore.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hey!
That's a 12.
Hell yeah.
And sneak away from the dragon.
Okay, the Drake
Oh my god.
buddy.
That's 3.
That's another natural 19 on the die for 20.
Giselle and I'm just gonna tell you guys what this is called because I think it's the funniest thing I've ever seen. The bed dragon wormling.
He turned his bed into a wormling?
He's kind of a
What
weirdo,
the
okay?
Fuck.
What is up with this guy?
Was
he
he
okay?
just
Hey.
sleep on it like this?
This is like the worst version of a race car bed.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, you can see it's entirely made of wood, but it's got it's got sort of like short front legs and sort of sturdy trunk-like, one might say, back legs. And as it spreads its little, it's a size, it fits in here, so it's large, I think. So it's not like an ancient dragon, but and it spreads out its wings, and you can see they're on kind of like spindles of wood, and it looks like it's like made of fabric, or like sheet that have been like stretched. It's a dragon made out of a bed.
So it's from this year's spring collection because you said
Yeah.
it's not ancient. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
Yeah, no, it's
Not an antique. Got it.
2022 You can buy them
Bedwormling.
at Bed Bath and Beyond. Bed Bath and Beyond the Witchlight.
Hey!
I was turning like the wheels were turning in my head. I
You
was
were
like, how do I
going.
fuck
We were
this up?
going there.
Nice.
Yeah, that's what's happening here right now. Giselle, you get to go first.
Well, hell. Okay.
Yeah.
Have they like burst out of there? Trevor and
Oh,
Shitbag.
they teleported out. Yeah, there was sort of like a little
Motherfucker.
popping noise, and the two of them just vanished.
Trucker. Okay.
And Willoughby's a cat.
And Willoughby is a cat. May I pick up the Willoughby cat?
I'm gonna assume that means yes.
Okay.
If Willoughby consents to being picked up.
I speak cat, so that makes sense.
That makes sense to me.
I put them in my purse, and now I have a cat purse. And I would like to do the thing again where I move away real fast. And then I would like to cast a witch bolt at the dragon bed.
Okay. Go ahead. Is Witch Bolt an attack?
It is.
Okay.
I make a ranged spell attack. And if it hits, then I do the damage.
Okay. Armor class. That's important.
It's not bad. That's a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Excellent. Ooh, that's 9 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Have any? Nope. Okay. So Giselle, as you let out the witch bolt, the arc of lightning connecting you and the dragon, you guys have seen this before, it's familiar, shows up and it zaps it, and you see a sort of crack form in the wood kind of along its where its wing connects to its body. Anything else?
I give Willoughby cat some scratches and say, "It'll be okay, Kukovaya."
Okay.
And that's my turn.
It is the wormling's turn. So it is going to, since it's got you all here, it sort of rears back, like a dragon would, and there is like a sharp inhale, but as it lets it go, instead of a breath sort of from this crack and like around its chest, you see these splinters in the wood form, and then in a cone out in front of it just shoot out towards all of you. I need everybody to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is Willoughby exempted from this since he is protected in my purse?
Willoughby, I'm gonna give you advantage because I think the purse gives you some cover.
It might be better for him though to take the damage.
You would turn back into Willoughby, I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I had to read
No.
polymorph.
20 not nat.
Ooh.
Dang, Willoughby.
I'm a wily kitty.
Okay.
4.
That's a failure.
Uh-huh.
Willoughby succeeds.
11.
That is a failure. So you're going to take... Uh, 20 points of piercing damage. Half on a success. So Willoughby, Willoughby. So Giselle and I, you take the full damage. Willoughby, you would take half, which eats up your 2 kitty hit points, and you suddenly, with another sort of cracking sound, and you feel this sort of like pain in your back as your body expands back out, and you're no longer a cat, and you're Willoughby again in Giselle's purse. And you will take the 8 rollover damage.
Whoa.
And that was just piercing, right?
Just piercing, yeah. But that is the dragon's turn.
One of the splinters is about this big and is just like harpooned through the middle of Giselle. She looks real bad, y'all.
Oh no.
You hear Willoughby's voice coming from your purse. So that's good. Because Willoughby, it's your turn.
Willoughby bursts out of the purse. Oh no! And I'm gonna slap you with 15 lay on hands.
Oh, thank you.
Beep. Then, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on you. I say, be careful. And also, how do you not get hairballs? Because I feel like I was barely a cat for 5 seconds, and already, wow.
I have a really good vitamin supplement that I take. It helps a lot. Oh.
Okay.
Willoughby, anything else?
No, I protect.
Yeah, you do. Law.
Yikes. Okay. I am going to bleed. And then,
Yeah.
what is the spell do again? Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna punch it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Go ahead and roll an attack.
Oh, wait, it's made out of wood, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't always mean it's gonna be vulnerable to wood, though, but... Or vulnerable to fire, but... I'll give it a shot. I'll try the Pyro Converger again.
Okay.
Oh shit. I probably have to roll concentration for my witch bolt.
Oh, yes, you do.
I don't even know if I can make this. So it was 20. So I have to roll a 20?
How do
No,
concentration
it's
checks
half.
work? It's half the damage, or
Okay.
10, whichever is higher, but half the damage would be 10, so.
Okay. Yeah, no. Oh no, actually, Constitution. Hey! That's what I get for being a sorcerer. It's a 12, so I keep it.
Okay, yeah. So you keep
I know.
No one knew.
Surprising.
She just changed. She was a
Just
warlock
changed.
before. Okay, so Law, you're going to use the Pyro Converger. So as you'd pull it out and send another gout of flame towards the bed dragon, it's going to make a saving throw.
Mm-hmm.
Is correct?
Dexterity.
That is an 18.
That succeeds, so it's gonna take half damage. Damn, I rolled really well on that again. 20 divided by 2 is 10, so that's 10 points of fire damage.
Times 2 because it's made of wood.
Yay!
So 20.
Look at me smart.
Look at you, smart.
What?
Man, that'd been good if it failed.
Can you please roll to see if it overheats?
Yeah. Yeah. No, it does not.
Okay.
I rolled a 5 plus 2 is 7.
You got to roll an 11 or higher for it to...
Mhm.
Okay. Great. So yeah, you let out this huge gout of fire, scorching the whole sort of front of the wooden dragon, and you can see one of its like back legs start to actually like catch flame. a little bit as the fire does a big ol' hit. Anything else?
Boy, I wish Sereia was here. That's it.
Giselle.
Oh shit. Well, it gets another burst of lightning. Automatically, which is a 12! 12 lightning!
Okay. Another, like, large crack forms across its chest.
And, well, I suppose I will do what I can. Guidance, Willoughby.
You cast guidance on Willoughby. Just gives you a
Feel
D4
guided.
for your next attack roll, ability check, saving throw. I think that's all 3.
Yay.
I don't know. I'm not gonna look. That seems right.
Yep.
Okay, Giselle, anything else?
That is all that I can do.
Okay, so it is the dragon's turn. It's gonna see if it gets its splinter breath back. It does not. So it is going to sort of reach its head down toward Law. You just tried to set it on fire, and try to bite you.
Okay.
Where was Law in relation to, like, me and Giselle?
I don't imagine you guys are that far apart because it really just kind of like crashed through the ceiling and immediately came at you. So
Impose disadvantage.
impose
protect-
disadvantage.
I love how you
Okay.
changed it to Protect, actually, on your sheet. That makes me really happy.
I would say a 14 does not hit you. Okay, the last one was like a 25. So
Oof.
That one is still missed.
yeah. So Willoughby.
What? Seriously? What did your AC?
If I use I don't have to use my shield spell though.
Law
so
is
I
a
gotta
shield
save
spell,
that.
so it goes up like
Jesus.
crazy high. Yeah. I'm about to start giving stuff some higher attack modifiers because this is not even something I've done with loot drops. Like,
No, this is just raw.
no, the artificer is just raw. Like, the armor is extremely powerful. So no, it is not able to bite you. I think between your armor and Willoughby sort of getting in its way with your shield, it kind of chomps and one of its wooden teeth like snags on Willoughby's shield, and it pulls back. But that is its turn. Willoughby.
Okay. I'm gonna swing.
Swing.
Does a 12 hit?
No, unfortunately.
Oh.
But you get to swing.
Okay.
again.
Swing again,
I'm gonna
Willoughby.
swing again. Oh wait, does the D4 apply to
Yeah,
attack?
you could apply. Yeah,
Or-
you could apply to the to the
Oh,
attack.
I thought it was for damage for some reason. Doy. Would a 14 hit?
No.
Okay. I roll my 20 again.
Okay.
Would 20 something hit?
Yes.
24?
Yes. Over 20 will hit. Yes, 24
Cool,
will
cool, cool,
definitely
cool.
hit.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Ugh. That's 5 dammies.
Okay. Willoughby, as you swing that's not the right math. As you swing the sword into it, it sort of chops into, kind of like you're chopping a tree with your big sword, and it kind of like sticks into one of its legs, and it lets out this like hissing, sort of like roaring sound as you then pull the sword back out. It's not looking great, guys. Anything else for Willoughby?
No.
Law.
Oh boy, do I risk using the pyro converter again? Yep, I do. I use it again.
Okay. Let's see. Dexterity
13 dex save.
save. Oh boy, that's a big 8.
Okay, so that'll be 13
This-
times 2, so
this-
26 points of fire damage.
Oh, okay.
Let me roll my D6 or D10. Or God, what am I saying? Wait, was I supposed to be rolling a D20?
You were supposed to be rolling a D10 this whole time.
I think
Luckily,
it's a
you've been
D10.
rolling really low.
Whoops.
Well, hey.
I will keep the 5 because it
Hold on.
didn't explode
Let
on
me
you, but I
double
think it's a D10. Because I think the whole reason is that, like, the only way you can fail the first time you use it is if you roll a 10.
Yeah, it is a D10. I've just been rolling real low. So.
Dang.
All right, so 3 plus
3
3.
is 6.
3 is 6.
So you're still good.
I was thinking about that after that last one. I was like, is it meant to just be a 50-50 shot? This thing blows
No,
up. on me
I
from the
said
start?
earlier
It's,
that it was a D10 and that the only way you can
You know
fail in the
what?
first one is to roll a 10. But, you're busy.
Sometimes you
I
just
get
gotta
it.
live. Can I roll a D20 from now on?
I don't
and do
care.
double damage.
It's a really unstable pyro converger.
Very.
You can do whatever you want. I'm not going to stop you. And you don't explode, but Law lets out another huge burst of flame. And you hear this, like, hissing sound as the fissures that are in the wood of the dragon start to, like, split. And the thing is basically falling apart. At this point, that's going to make it Giselle's turn.
Lightning again! 10!
That-
Lightning damage.
That does it.
Yeah!
It was really bad. So yeah, Giselle, you let out one more burst of lightning, and that crack that's been growing in its chest finally just splits, and its whole torso just kind of falls into 2 pieces and just crashes forward onto the ground.
Does anyone want to poop on his bed?
No.
No.
What about just a number 1 then?
I think setting it on fire and destroying it is more. I don't really feel like doing that right now.
Fine, it was just a thought. I'm in pain.
Joke's on him though. I did leave a big bucket of flour over the door in my dorm, so he's gonna come back looking very silly.
Outside the front door, you hear a loud bleating of a sheep.
Oh no. Professor Skrillex! Run
outside
You see
to check on the professor.
your sheep professor with a sort of like collar with a rope tied to it around his neck. Trevor holding the rope, and both he and Noak are covered in flour.
Nah.
Oh, you're all still alive. How droll.
Giselle takes her staff off her back, cracks it on the ground.
Why
You
are
do
you
not
doing this?
Want to see bad cat. Let him go.
I think I could take you in a fight. I don't want to. I'm already dusty.
If you had just asked nicely, I would have told you about the flower.
Well, you stole a part of my research. Why would I ask nicely?
You turned my professor into a sheep.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you owned him.
No, but he doesn't want to be a sheep.
Well, too bad.
Okay, you just said that we don't own him, and now you're acting like you do. So which one is it? You can't have it both ways.
Yes, I can.
Why are you
You're
doing
very
this?
juvenile for an old man.
And you're very annoying for 3 little students. So, run along. Bye-bye.
One more time, Willoughby. What did you say?
I said, why are you doing this?
Why does anyone do any kind of research? Interest? Amusement? Furthering magical study for the whole of mortal kind.
But you're doing it very specifically with a professor that apparently you really didn't like all that much.
Yes, because he's an asshole. Your school
Professor
is full of
Skrillex,
them.
I cannot deny this, but Professor Skrillex is one of the good ones.
What, did he fail you on like a test or something? Is that why you're angry with him?
No. I passed all his classes. I was his apprentice for a while.
Then what happened?
Do you know what it's like to work for somebody for over 100 years and never have them take you seriously? He told me as long
No, I'm still in my 20s.
as I only followed methodology and never branched out, I would just be another sheep. Now I've branched out,
Nice.
and he's the sheep. Isn't it fun?
It's mostly vindictive, I think.
So you did all this for a pun?
Well, no, I did it for many other reasons. I just thought I'd have some fun along the way.
Okay,
Puns
you
are
had
never fun.
That's a bit sadistic.
Oh, well, that's not the
Okay.
worst thing anyone's ever called me. So you're going to be leaving now, yes?
no,
No.
not until you turn Skrillex back into a dwarf.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, then you guys, can I use my staff now?
I think that seems only fair. We've given them ample warning.
I'd cast Cone of Cold on this asshole.
Okay. Oh boy. So he's... What's the save?
You save.
Is it
Oh, that
dexterity?
is. I believe. Let me pull it up. Sorry.
That was
I don't have-
Constitution, but
It might be
dexterity.
Constitution for a cold spell.
It is. As part of as per the spell, which is a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, he's gonna probably fail. Because he's a wizard. And not the good kind. That's a 12.
That fails. So he shall take 8d8 cold damage. $32 points of cold damage.
Ooh, like I said, he's a wizard. Giselle, he is almost completely frozen solid in front of you. There's sort of like ice crystals that like form all around him, and there's just like one sort of like half of his face and his right arm still holding his wand that are sort of exposed, and you can hear him trying to say something, but yeah, it's not happening.
Who would like to do the honors?
Willoughby, you want to free him?
Oh, I meant take the wand and then turn Skrillex back into a person, but
Oh, yes, let's take the wand.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
Yeah, you go up and you take the wand out of his hand. It is sort of strange looking. It is a sort of long, like thin oak wand, but it's gnarled in places. And it looks like it has a couple of like small cracks running through it. Law, you look at it and you can see that like there are some like pieces of metal and like a few small little like attachments that have been made to the wand itself. But yeah, you guys take it.
This wand looks weird. Here, do you want me to identify it?
Sure. In the
I feel like
meantime.
that's most of what I've done today, but I'm more than willing to do it again.
What are you talking about? You set that entire bed
No, I've
thing
just been
on
using
fire.
the spell a lot today. I'm glad I had it prepared.
Me too. Also,
Knowledge
I'm glad
is
you have
power.
a flamethrower. That has been very clutch today.
Flames are also power.
Flames, gold, knowledge.
I identify the wand.
Okay, I'm gonna send the text of the description to you.
I love that. That always means it's going to be a fun one.
I'll try to make this readable. Because it posted weird.
Giselle goes over and takes the collar off of Professor Skrillex and gives him screeches.
And...
Oh, he's trying to hear the chat. I was like,
yeah,
I was
sorry.
looking in the Strixhaven.
I'm
Oh boy.
editing it a little bit to make it easier to read. The part of being inspected can apply to you, but you identified it, so.
Ah, okay. All right. I'll just read this for you real quick. You can give a summary because there's a lot here.
Woo!
He worked extremely hard on this wand.
We're shivering with anticipation.
Okay. So here's the dealio. This wand. So the way that this is very funny actually. This guy is a real hoot. I actually want to know a bit more about how he did this so I can do it with other things. But he apparently modified this wand of true polymorph, which can cast true polymorph a couple of times a day, which on its own is pretty good. But it looks like he actually increased the amount of times it could be used. But in order to do so, it's kind of unstable. It looks like if anyone uses it, they have to be very good at like understanding Arcana, and very smart. And if they are smart enough, then they succeed, and the DC needed to cast it becomes more. How do I say this in? Okay, I'm just gonna say it out of character. If the each time a charge is used, the user must pass a DC 17 Intelligence Arcana check. If they succeed, the spell casts normally, and the DC needed to use it permanently increases by 1. If they fail by 5 or less, the spell will transmute the target into a gibbering mouther, a hideous lump of seemingly random limbs, organs, and facial features. The target will attack the nearest creature mindlessly, babbling at a dozen of broken voices. The transformation cannot be undone by any spell at 9th level, which I think is just the text for...
No, this is different than True Polymorph, because True Polymorph can be dispelled. The Gibbering Mouther transformation has to be undone by a spell of 9th level and can't be undone by dropping concentration on the spell.
Oh my god.
So if you fuck it up and you turn somebody into
You
a Gibbering
just, like-
Mouther, they just are.
Wow.
Yeah, and if you fail by by more than 5. In addition to the above consequences, the wand explodes violently, dealing 1d12 force damage to all creatures within 10 feet for each charge remaining in the wand, and destroys the wand.
What an asshole! Wow.
Yeah, wow, that's really mean.
So, I could use this to try to change the professor back, but there is a chance it could go very badly. And I don't really
Okay.
want the professor to be turned permanently into a gibbering mouth there.
Me either.
No.
I don't think the professor wants that either.
Doesn't seem like it. I say we chisel this man's face open at least, and make sure that, and ask him if he can dispel it without the wand.
Okay.
Okay.
Giselle takes out a scarf and just starts, like, warming up the ice by his mouth so he can speak.
All right, so you melt some of the ice around the other side of his face, and he kind of sputters a little bit. What?
Hello.
Oh, let me freeze to death in peace, you little shits.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Can you dispel the professor without using this wand?
Yes, technically.
Alright, you're going to do that, or I'm going to try using this wand, and honestly, I'm not very good at this kind of thing, or I'll give it to Giselle, who's even worse at it than I am.
Hey!
And,
That's true.
you're probably gonna turn into a pile of goo.
Fine. He sort of wiggles his free fingers, and a burst of lights sort of appear over the sheep, which then fall down onto him. There's a kind of hissing sound as a little like the wool and stuff falls away, leaving a frazzled but intact elderly dwarven professor. Oh, thank you, children.
It is
Feeling
nice to
better?
officially meet you, Mr. Professor Skrillex.
It is nice to meet you too, Giselle. Your friends, they speak very highly of you. I can see why.
Oh, stop. No, really, do they speak highly of me? I would have thought they would have talked some shit.
No, not at all.
Oh.
Well, I suppose we better clean up this mess.
Do you maybe want to take this wand, Professor? It, I don't know if it... unless I'm speaking out of turn, that you want to keep the wand, Lo?
I think I dropped it in the mud. Oh no, it's gone.
Oh. Well, never mind then.
Right. Well, as long as it's gone, it would be extremely irresponsible of me as your professor to tell you you could keep such a thing on campus.
Yes, we would never dream of doing something so dangerous.
Thinks back to the pyro converger burning up the Lorehold lawn. Right.
Would never dream.
Well, I suppose we better clean up the rest of this. Oak, you're in a heap of trouble, young man.
Alright.
I suppose we ought to notify the dean. I'll take care
I
of it.
suppose we better have. Alright.
Hey, Willoughby.
Hmm?
Good bad cat. Yeah.
Looks up as there's sort of like some smoldering from inside one of the trees. I suppose I'd better deal with that before that gets out of hand. You children run along now. You've had a long day.
Okay. Hey,
Thank you,
Trevor.
Professor.
Trevor comes around from behind a tree. Yeah.
Do you want to come with us? We could probably find you some good paying work at the school.
Yeah, I guess I mostly just don't want to go to prison.
What do you think, Professor? Should we put Trevor to some good work at the school?
I think that's a fine idea. No hard feelings, young Trevor. Yeah, alright.
And so our stable of NPCs increases.
So it increases. I think that's where the story ends.
Yay!
What a
We
weird
did
Wednesday you guys had. So I guess you're
Do I
keeping this
get
wand.
to keep this? Yes. I can't wait to turn everyone into gibbering mouthers.
It seemed
Oh, God.
dangerous enough that maybe Law would think twice before just like blatantly using it everywhere, but has Law ever
Did you see me
seen a
with the
gibbering
pyro
mouther?
converter?
Well, that's
God.
different. That like does a little bit of fire damage. This is essentially
This sounds fair.
murdering people.
I could accidentally murder somebody, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I assume you guys will be very careful with it, or forget you have
It'll
it in a couple of
probably be-
sessions.
It'll probably be a use in case of emergencies sort
That's
of
what
thing.
I figured. So yeah, you have a modified wand
does-
of true polymorph.
It does
Holy
mitigate
moly.
the idea of the broken aspect of true polymorph and spells like that, which is transforming yourself into creatures to fight things with. Because I don't want to do that if I could permanently
Turn yourself
kill
into a
one of
gibbering
my
mouther.
friends.
That's why I don't feel
Yeah.
too bad giving it to you guys.
But if I go to turn enemy into a chicken or something and accidentally turn him into a gibbering mouther, then
We'll see. So yeah, that's our one shot. I hope you guys had fun.
Blast.
It's pretty silly. But you can get this one shot. I mean, I did some modifying to it to make it fit in the Strixhaven universe. And now you guys have a potential witness for some other shit that's been going on. So try to tighten it a little bit, but it is called, I just closed the thing. It's called The Wild Sheep Chase. And it is by... Oh no, I don't see it on here. Somebody funny. Someone very funny wrote this. But you can get it on DM's Guild for free if you want to check it out. And then you can sort of, donate to the authors that made it because they worked really hard on it. And it's got a fun little cover art of like a constellation of a big like ramp set. It's cool. So yeah, go check it out.
Cute.
I guess
Yeah.
I guess we'll do stars and wishes. Here.
My star goes to Willoughby for doing the bad cat and then actually turning into a cat. I could not have asked for more. Thank you.
God damn it. Oh no, go do your wish. Sorry, I forgot you had to do wish stuff.
It's okay. My wish is that we get Trevor a great job in like one of the Strixhaven admin offices, and he eventually becomes like a counselor. I think that would be really great.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's me.
I had a star. I'm trying to remember what the wording was, but the thing you said, Sid, that killed me.
Was it I'm always a problem?
Yes, that's what it was. That was my star. That's as soon as you said it, I was like, I gotta remember that is for the remember that for the
Y'all
star.
set them up. I just knock them down. What can I say?
Yeah. And my wish is for the next 2 weeks to go by real quick so we can get to the fashion show and battle and auction
And masquerade.
inevitable boss fight and masquerade.
My star is for the absolute fucking like you were rolling a d20 on something that's meant to be a d10. The fucking balls.
Hey, I live my life a quarter
Like,
mile at a time, just like everyone else.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, according to the way that you roll dice, you live your life twice as fast as everyone else, and are just
Yeah.
hurtling
I live
towards
my life
death.
a half a mile at a time.
Amazing. Incredible. And you still managed to not fucking blow up. Like,
Yeah.
amazing.
There was gonna be a day we figured it out, it's probably good that it was today.
Yeah.
I've used
Oh,
it before too, and I used it right the last time I did it. I don't know why I did it wrong this time.
We're tired.
Beautiful.
One shots bring out
beautiful.
an energy in me. I think that's what I'll blame it on.
It's
Hell yeah. And my wish is that I love the idea that this was almost my star. I love the idea that like good owl and bad cat was a thing. Like I love to think that we have schemes or like
Yes.
strategies that we enter situations into, and I'm excited to like improv out those situations. Like that's my wish, is that we have more fucking schemes.
I'm here for it. We'll make it happen.
I will facilitate the schemes. As many schemes as you guys want. Well, thank you, my friends, for doing this. We did this extremely last minute, because we didn't know if Rachel's power was gonna come back on, and it didn't. And Rachel, we missed you, but we've saved the exciting main plot adventures for when we have everybody back. So we will not be having an episode of this show next week, as we have some people traveling, and then we have some people coming into town and everything, so we won't be able to play. So we'll be back in 2 weeks. I think we're getting close to busy season. We might not actually be back in 2 weeks based on what 2 weeks. There's just so much. It's almost September, and I don't know what's happening anymore. As far as I know, we'll be back in 2 weeks. We'll figure it out. But yeah, we'll be back very soon. Does anybody have anything they want to plug before we go away?
Nope.
No? No?
No.
No? Okay. Well then, for this show, we'll see everybody in 2 weeks. You can join us tomorrow for a live stream with the Tuesday crew with more wonderful tabletop role-playing games. And then check our Twitter and our Discord, and we will see you when we see you. But until then, good game, and good night, Internet.